What's up, guys? Coop here with Coop RC. Today's going to be a little bit different than the usual. You guys know I'm not a YouTuber, but I was showing my buddy, one of my team drivers, Jet. I was showing him this interesting way that I was doing the windows. Let me be clear. I don't think that I'm the one who invented this. I'm sure there's plenty of people out there smart enough to have figured this out already. I've just never seen anybody talk about it. So by all means, if you guys know who started doing this first, please give them credit in the comments. But if you guys are anything like me, then you really want to be good at the scale stuff, but you don't have the patience for it. And I think it has a lot to do with just, I mean, for one, there's some things that just take patience. I like to goop on some paint. That's just not how it goes. When it comes to windows, I was trying to be so precise and just cut like just a little bit bigger than the outside of the window and trying to get that to get on there, but I'm not leaving enough room for glue or anything like that. And it always ends up getting where you can see it on the window, and it would just bother me. I don't know what it was, but I was just sitting here thinking, I keep getting it on the window. And I was like, why don't I just leave a little extra material on my cut on the Lexan, and just put the glue there? And I guess my initial thought was like, maybe if it's not right up on it, it'll have like a gap and stuff. And so far I've done it to 2 different bodies. This is going to be the 3rd one that I do it to, so we'll see. But so far so good. I know a lot of you guys have been asking me to do stuff for the 30. I see why you like them. They get on my last nerves. But Bandito made this body, and it is so sick. Look how cool that thing is. And I could not resist getting one, and pretty neat there. This is one of the ones that I did this technique on. Look how awesome he did at this. So you can kind of see, well, I lied. You can't see right there. Maybe, right there. So you can see up there, see how there's like the little folds of the Lexan, which like you're never going to see because you're looking at it from here. But I just gave a little bit extra room. And then here on the bottom, maybe you can, a little bit right there. Yeah, you can see where that Lexan comes down. Come back. There we go. Okay. So that's kind of the idea here. So like, for instance, this ugly cut piece, I notched it for the mount for the interior, but it would ultimately, this piece where it's folded, that'll go on the roof portion. This here will kind of go behind the grill, and it slides in as so. This has a film on it, that's why it looks like that, but I mean, it works pretty good, and there's plenty of room, as you can see, plenty of room to put some glue on there. So I'm gonna give it a go, and then I will show you the result. Okay, so did the first 3 windows. I'll have to wipe them down, but anyways, didn't turn out too terrible. Works pretty good. Figured the video wouldn't be much worth watching if I didn't actually show you one of them. I'm not a professional. Don't blame me if you mess up your windows or your body or whatever. That's on you. Let's see. So, like I said, these do have a layer of film. I think I got this Lexan on Amazon. I've seen people use all kinds of stuff, McDonald's cups, the packaging, that hard to open plastic packaging that you get on a lot of products, all kinds of stuff. This is like 10 bucks on Amazon. You get 3 sheets of it. You'll be able to do 20 micro trucks with that for 10 bucks. So that's what I did. Basically, you'll need to cut out your Lexan. The way I tend to do it is I take an index card like so, place it on the window. Maybe I'm being extra, you don't have to do it this way, but you see, you can kind of see it in there. Then you can go in, trace it out. Now you've got a general idea of how big it needs to be. Put that behind your Lexan. Kind of trace it, but give yourself that extra room for those tabs we've been talking about. That way enough room that you can make the bends. One thing that I have messed up that I wanted to note, when you make that bend, sometimes if you do it way too close to that line, like if you get it way too close to right here, it will distort the Lexan just a little bit and you'll be able to see it. And I've had to rebend a couple windows doing it this way. So just keep that in mind, maybe bump it off a couple millimeters. Another tip and trick would be take your scissors and let me see. You can, so I did it on this one. You can see that I kind of notched it right there a little bit. If you notch it, it tends to bend easier right there. If you're worried about over bending it, but you can kind of see what I'm talking about, how it distorts it a little bit. You don't want that to show. Once you get it cut to about where you want, I do recommend kind of rounding off the edges. It just helps not interfere. Before you put any glue down, before you do any of that, you're gonna want to put it up in there and test it. Kind of hold it, make sure that it covers everything you want it to cover. We're good. Like I said, I'm using this stuff that has this little coating on it, or layer. Peel that off. It's on both sides. I have put this on there without removing that before, and it's not fun because then you realize it and it comes off and you got to do it all over again. I'm gonna get this one day. There we go. All right, so much more clear now. See, what I do is, once again, take it, kind of put it in there where it's gonna be, and you can kind of eyeball like where you'll need to put some glue. I've been using this 2-part thing from Bob Smith Industries. They didn't pay me to say that, I just like this stuff. You can get it on Amazon. It's kind of expensive. It's like $20 or $30, something like that, but a little bit goes a long way. And it's worth every penny because it's an instant set. Now, I wouldn't necessarily recommend using this for something that you want held really, really tight, and something that's maybe on the outside of the body that's gonna, when you roll, it's gonna hit things. This stuff hardens up like a rock, and so it cracks off and it will break off. You know, E6000 and stuff like that is what I'd recommend using for, let me see. So I haven't been using E6000. I've been using this Clear Grip from Gorilla Glue. It works super good, and it's actually like elasticy once it's dry. Like stuff can move without breaking off. That's what I tend to use. And to be honest, it doesn't have a horrible dry time. It's pretty much cured in under 30 minutes in most of the cases that I've used it, unless you have to put a ton of it on, then I'd just leave it overnight. But yeah, so let's get to it. Sorry. Put you a couple drops in here, like so. Then, you know, this side is the side that's going to be touching. So what I do is I just make sure I get a good bit on there, and then line it up. Because when I tell you this stuff works fast, it works fast. Hold it for just a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And there you have it. It's a little oily from that spray. So just wipe that up. But yeah, there you go. My beginner tip and trick for those of you like me who have struggled to do some kind of clean window for forever. I hope this helps you guys. Also, let's see, this is one other thing I wanted to talk about. Obviously, when you're doing this, don't get excited. Paint your body first. You don't want to put your windows in and then paint the body, because then you got to tape off the windows. If you wanted to tint these, you can try spraying it. I hate doing that. I'm really bad at it. It's never even and it just looks terrible. I have gotten some, they sell small sheets. They're super cheap. They're like $1 or $2 at Hobby Lobby. I'm sure Michael's Crafts or whatever your local craft store has it also. But they sell sheets of like the vinyl wrap like you would use, you know, on a Cricut or something like that. They sell it in individual sheets, and you can cut it out and put it on the windows. Whether you do yellow, black, pearlescent. I did a tint scale body over there in pearlescent. Let's see. Here, follow me. Come on. Oh, okay, whatever. I did not paint this, but I did do the windows. Blue Collar Crawler. He is the one who painted this. Zach is awesome. He did a great job on this, but I wanted some windows, and so I did this monstrosity. Some people like it, some people hate it. I thought it was fun. It's already a fun body, so there you go. Just know that if you go that route, it's not, they do make a translucent kind. Most of it isn't. So if you have an interior, worked really hard on an interior and you want it to be seen, probably best to just leave it clear. There's a lot of different ways to, let me see if I have some. I don't know where it's at, but Hobby Lobby had this stuff. It looks like a little makeup kit, but it's a way to make stuff dirty and this and that. And it is probably something that would work for you if you're trying to make the inside look all dusty and dirty, like it was a abandoned truck or something like that. Another thing outside of, you know, don't paint the body after the windows, paint it before. This body, it has this little piece right here that fits on as so. I would wait and permanently set this kind of stuff until after you're done. That way, if you need to tweak it and get to it just right, you can. So just keep that in mind, just things that I have messed up in the past that I just try to help you guys not. I hope you guys think this body is neat. I really like this Bandito RC. Craig, he's a super awesome dude. We're both from the South. We'll say he's local. We go to a lot of the same comps. Super nice guy. Always wants to, you know, donate and be a part of the community and give back. And he makes this cab over. Pretty sick little Toyota. Comes with all the little headlights and marker lights and stuff like that. For any of you guys who follow me on Instagram, you have probably seen, where's that? Hold on. This guy. So this one here got a lot of attention. I love this thing. It's built on the Coupe RC Sea Snake chassis. There's something special about that one in particular. Sneak peek. But anyways, I held on to this body whenever I had gotten one from him for a while and was just like, I want to do something different. I always see, you know, kegs or barrels or bales of hay or all that stuff, and it's all cool. And then I saw these little rocks and I was like, huh, Bandito always gives one of these little mini RC cars and mini controllers with the body. Why don't I make a mobile mini crawler course on the back of the mini crawler? And so yeah, so the grass is, I can't remember the name of the company. Honestly, I didn't even buy it at a hobby store. I was at one of those like bin stores where everything's like the same price. You dig through all the junk, and it just happened to be in there. It's a hobby grade thing, and it's for dioramas and stuff like that, but it comes in a sheet, and I just cut that out. I got the rocks at Michael's. They're super neat. I did dust them up a little bit. The little bridge here was originally a scale picket fence that I cut up. It's metal, so it was able to bend and all that. Earlier I was talking about the, see, I didn't do the window trick on this, and I just like knocked that window out. Jesus, I'm gonna have to redo these. Anyways, I was talking about that Gorilla Glue earlier, and that's what I used on this body. And see, like, it's, you can turn it. It doesn't matter. It's gonna stay on there. That's what I like about that Gorilla Glue stuff. But yeah, I did the little gate markers. They could probably be better. I'm gonna try to do something a little bit better for this one that you see me working on now. So that's the sneak peek, is that everyone really liked that one. So I figured I could do a better job than that one. So I'm trying to on this. And I have too much stuff as it is. I need to sell more stuff, but I get emotionally attached to all of it. I'm already emotionally attached to this one just because I've tried to put in a lot of work. Just whoever does win this truck, just know I am by no means a painter. So you're getting the best I got. It's not great, but it's the best I got, I promise. But yeah, so this is going to be a second rendition of the Micro Crawler Course truck, and I'm going to give it away to one of you guys. The giveaway will be on my Instagram, so if you guys want to take part in that, go ahead and follow me over there, and you can turn on your notifications and find out when I post about it. I think I'm going to post about it tomorrow, Friday the 27th of February, and I'll probably let it run for a week, and then we'll give it away to somebody, and I'll ship it off. That one was such a fun time. I've had so many people tell me how much they enjoy it, so I really hope that whoever gets this one enjoys it just as much as I have that one. And huge shout out to Bandito RC. If you haven't checked them out, like I said, they make those bodies. They made this little awesome one for the SCX30. He's got some other ones too. He's got a ton of different bodies for the SCX24 and some for the 18 scale as well. Just supporting these small companies is so important, like myself and all the others that you guys love. And I really can't thank you guys enough for that. So being able to team up with another small company and try to do something cool and give back to you guys is something that I really do want to continue to do, whether that's through giving back to comps or doing more of these giveaways. I do have another really cool giveaway planned that I'm not going to talk about just yet because I don't want to get you guys' hopes up too early and have to be waiting too long, but just stay tuned because I do have something really cool that I'm wanting to do that I'm just collecting parts for. But yeah, if you have any questions or anything about, you know, what I used on this or where to get some of this stuff, then just hit me up. Like I said, I'm new to the YouTube stuff in general. Like, I mean, I know I've posted over a year ago and stuff, but I don't do it a whole lot, and so sometimes I do miss my notifications for it. So if you have any questions or anything, comment on there, or I don't know if you can message on there or not. Maybe. I know you can on Instagram, so that's the best place to reach me. You can reach me there, or if you want to message me on the Etsy store, that's another good place that I'm checking every day. So as far as that goes, I hope you guys enjoyed, and if I happen to discover something else, tip and trick that's cool, then I will let you guys know. Thanks again.